if you're a subcontractor in the construction industry or a contractor in the construction industry, you'll need to deduct CIS on your invoices to your customers or deduct CIS off of your suppliers' invoices coming in if they're CIS subcontractors. So what you'll need to do is set it up the first time. You go to the company cog and then go to accounts and settings where we set everything up at the beginning. If you click on advanced, you can see this one here is already set up for CIS. If that says off, you just click on the edit sign, tick to do it on. You'll put your UTR number. If you're a contractor, you can put your employer's PAYE reference there and accounts office reference there. And if you're also a subcontractor, so invoicing customers who are CIS contractors, you'll put a tick in that box and put what your CIS rate is. So if you're growth status, you can change it there, standard or higher rate. So I'm just going to save that there and click on done. So that will reload up with the new settings. And then what we need to do is set up a customer as a CIS contractor. So I'm going to go to, come out of that bit, sorry. Go into sales and then into customers. It's just running a little bit slowly today, but we'll get there. We'll do a new customer here. I'm going to call it Construct Co Limited. Very original. And I'll put there a CIS contractor because we're going to be deducting our CIS off of there. And that's it on there. Just click save. And now if we do an invoice for them, click on plus and the invoice section like we know. Start typing in for Construct Co. Put our terms in, our invoice date, invoice number. And you can see here it automatically puts CIS labour standard as the product. So that's fine. So we'll just say week ending, and that was the 14th of July last week. And say we did 30 hours at £50 an hour. And I'm not going to be VAT registered for this example. Okay, so you can see here, as the subtotal, the VAT was nothing. Going to have CIS there deducted and the balance due. If we were VAT registered, just to show you, you see here that the VAT goes on first and then the CIS comes off. Again, the balance is there. I'm just going to show you what happens if we then have materials. So if I put CIS materials, and I'm going to say we got, I'm just going to say materials used for job, and it costs £200. You see, although the VAT will change, CIS won't change. So the VAT has gone up to £340 because there's obviously VAT on the materials, but the CIS won't change because the CIS is only on the labour and not on the materials. So if we do save and close. Now I'm going to show you on a supplier side. So if you're the contractor and you've got subcontractors who are CIS subcontractors, if you click on new supplier, and I'm going to call him Joe Blocks. I'm going to say that he's a subcontractor. And then because it is a subcontractor, we've got some additional information that we need. So we've got his UTR number we need. His national insurance number. And the verification number. So you'll be used to using the verification number if you've been doing this for a while. This is the number that you get off of your system, whatever you use to verify your subcontractor status. So I'm just going to put in dummy number here. And just going to say that they're CIS rate standard. You can see here you either have a gross rate, standard rate, or the higher rate. I'm just going to say standard rate for now. You can choose whether they are individual or a company, just so the system knows that. So put that through there. So now if we put in a bill for him, today's date, I'm going to say it's actually due immediately. His bill number 999. Automatic comes up CIS standard because that's what we put in that is subcontractor. I'm going to put in week ending the 14th again. And that he charges us, he's charged us £500 for that week. Again, that he's that registered. You can see here, so the VAT has gone on, and then the CIS has come off there. If he's got materials again, you can put CIS materials, housing materials. What you do is when you're doing this, it will come up sometimes the income field as well. Just be careful here. We want the cost of sales one. So materials used £100 with VAT. Again, the VAT will change, but the CIS won't because there's no CIS on materials. And save. And that's pretty much it. Now, what you'll do is you'll have your CIS return as well to do, as you're probably aware, and you can get the records from here. So if I click on CIS, taxes and then CIS, I'm just going to do it later. So there's nothing on here because this is actually the previous, or this month, or that hasn't been paid yet. So that's why there's nothing showing on there. So I'm going to just pay his bill. So that it actually will come up on our records. There we go. Right, so now it says for July, start date is here, end date is here, file by this date. So we wait until the 5th of August, and then we have to file it by the 19th of August. Unfortunately, QuickBooks at the moment, you can't file a CIS return through the system. I've been promised that it is coming at some point within the next 6 months, but I'm yet to hear. If you click on View Return, you can see you've got Joe Blogs there. I'll put export as PDF for his statement. So you click on that. It should bring up his CIS deduction statement. And this is what you want to give to him each month so that he knows how much CIS has been deducted off of him. So we close that down. I'm just going to click on here. And I've just realised they have actually brought it in the last... Oh no, it's just for HMRC, so this just goes to HMRC. It doesn't actually do it through QuickBooks. I was going to say. Yeah, you can't actually do it through QuickBooks. It'll just sign you into the HMRC system to actually submit it via their system. Unfortunately, it won't actually do it through QuickBooks, but that will stay on there. Unfortunately, then you can't always keep a track of what has been filed and what hasn't, but as long as you're not backdating anything, going back and putting old stuff in when you shouldn't be, then that should be absolutely fine. And that's it. That's CIS in a nutshell.